This week's TWAB is a big one, filled with more information on what is getting vaulted when Beyond Light comes out, specifying crucible maps, strikes, what's happening with Gambit, vendors, quest lines. Heaps to go through, heaps to break down, so let's jump into it. Starting with strikes, I'm just going to list the things that are going into the vault. So from Io, the Pyramidion and the Festering Core are both going because Io, the planet itself, is leaving, obviously. Titan, Savathun's Song on Mars, Strange Terrain, and Will of the Thousands. And on Mercury, Tree of Probabilities and A Garden World are all being removed. Gambit and Gambit Prime. 2 maps are moving into the vault. Cathedral of Scars and Kel's Grave. Gambit's kind of a weird one. Both of those maps I know weren't the most popular. One, Cathedral Stars being on the Dreaming City, Kel's Grave being on the Tangled Shore. Lots of falling off the map really easily, lots of weird lines of sight. It wasn't fun. It was very, very frustrating killing enemies sometimes. So, glad that's going away. But at the same time, Gambit and Gambit Prime are kind of in a weird state, but they do have a note here. The notes say, as we perform maintenance on the activity, Gambit Prime armor perks will be deprecated. We are exploring ways to rebalance and reintroduce some of these perks as armor mods in the future. Alongside these changes, we'll be rotating some maps into the DCV while retaining popular arenas for the mode. We'll see what that means, I guess, when Beyond Light comes out. For Crucible, they've said that they are breaking down the list of maps available in the game to make a more, air quotes, best of playlist. So maps moving into the content vault are Meltdown, Solitude, Retribution, The Citadel, Emperor's Respite, Equinox, Eternity, Firebase Echo, Gambler's Ruin, Legion's Gulch, and Vostok. A lot of these maps that are being vaulted have had problems with balancing, one side being stronger than the other. Some of the maps were designed for 4v4 in mind, not 6v6. After the Go Fast update came out, they didn't play as well. They got out. They're not balanced, they're not working very well, and they're not popular. So it's better that they're being removed from the game, at least for now, until maybe they can be reworked in some way for a future game mode, maybe. We'll see. But until then, we don't know anything on what's happening there. They are also removing game modes into the vault for the time being, those modes being Supremacy, Countdown, Lockdown, Breakthrough, Doubles, Momentum Control, and Scorch. It does have here, expect Momentum Control and Scorch to return from the Destiny content vault sometime during Season 4. So those two aren't the least popular game modes, but they are being vaulted for now. Another side note, Trials of Osiris isn't being touched. They're still doing the flawless run passage. The lighthouse is still remaining even though Mercury is being vaulted. Trials will still be the same. At this time, no dungeons are moving into the vault. However, the Prophecy dungeon, the most recent dungeon, is being vaulted for a temporary amount of time until the developers can work out a way to get it back into the game. Raids. A large majority of raids are being vaulted. Those are Leviathan, Eater of Worlds, Spire of Stars, Scourge of the Past, and Crown of Sorrows. 2 really big ones in there, Scourge of the Past and Crown of Sorrows. They have 2 major exotics in there. Crown of Sorrows having Tarabar, Scourge of the Past having Anarchy, one of the biggest DPS weapons in the game right now. However, you can farm those raids at the moment. You don't have to wait for the weekly reset. You can just go in, get a boss checkpoint, and keep beating the boss checkpoints to farm for those exotics. So get in there now and get it done as soon as possible if you want those exotics. Speaking of exotics, because of locations going away and activities going away, there's a long list of exotic quests that are leaving as well. Those are the Sturm quest, Martyr Multitool, Rat King, Legend of Acreus, Sleeper Simulant, Polaris Lance, World Line Zero, Ace of Spades, The Last Word, Le Monarch, Jotun, Izanagi's Burden, Thorn, Lumina, Truth, and Bad Juju. They are not being retired specifically, they are not being sunset in any way. The quest to get them is just being removed from the game. So if you do not have the quest for these exotics, or you do not complete them by the time that the vaulting happens, any unfinished progress will be removed. You will lose the quest, you will lose the chance to get the exotic for the time being, so get it done before it's gone. Speaking of exotics leaving as well, they are also removing some exotic catalysts due to locations being removed. Those are the Bad Juju catalysts, the Huckleberry, Izanagi's Burden, Legend of Acreus, Polaris Lance, Skyburner's Oath, Sleeper Simulant, Telesto, Outbreak Perfected, Whisper of the Worm, and World Line Zero. So if you don't have these catalysts done, get them done. Yes, these catalysts will return in the future, but we don't know how the progress will return. We don't know if it's going to be the same method to get these catalysts or progress them. So get them done before they're gone. As a final clarification point when it comes to vaulting content, the Year 2 seasonal content, which is Season of the Drifter, Black Armory, Season of Opulence, okay? All of that content is going away. That means Forges, that means Menagerie, Reckoning as well. Gambit's getting a complete overhaul, Reckoning's gone, Gambit and Gambit Prime are coming together as one. We still don't fully know what they plan to do with that, so we'll see. But that means that those vendors will no longer be giving out quest items. You can no longer go to the Menagerie, it's gone. So if you haven't finished up what you need to do in there, whether it's getting Truce, getting it Izanagi's Burden, anything, get it done. You've got a lot of time. It's November is when this season launches. That's heaps of time. It's still a couple of months away. Get what you can done. Some people can't get on for more than a couple of hours a week. That's fine. You don't have to get everything in the game. But if you know there's something that you want to go for specifically, get on and get it done before it's gone. And before you feel like you missed out on something that was really, really important to you. Or you just feel like you missed out on something that might have been really, really fun for you to use. For me personally, I'm still grinding out Anarchy. I'm still trying to get as many raids done to get that MMXX title for 2020. There's still heaps for me to do. Anyway. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy these informational videos, I'm trying to get more out each week. If you're interested in the TWAB and you want to know more information, there will be a link down in the description below. If you enjoyed just the content that I make here on YouTube, please go over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/agnikai_god, or follow me on Twitter @agnikai_god. I post all my updates on there, on videos and Twitch streams and just general chats. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.